My name is Renee DiCarlo. I am the founder of The Drawing Room, an art gallery and workspace in San Francisco. In 2018, I decided to move my art studio practice into a storefront space in the Mission District in hopes that I would gain exposure and find opportunities for myself, but also for other artists working in San Francisco and the Bay Area at the same time. There are never enough spaces to show our work, and I thought if I could bring my practice and my love for curation into a space that is central, where artists can have access to it and neighbors can have access, this would be a thriving hub in San Francisco where people can walk into a space and have an experience in art. I've been able to utilize these spaces that I've been fortunate enough to activate with curated thematic shows. The spaces have been large enough where we can practice an all-inclusive model and include as many artists as we possibly can in a beautiful and cohesive way. To date, we've had 12 shows in this manner in 4 different large spaces. We've exhibited over 2,400 artists from the Bay Area. Our reach to find new artists and share new artists' works keeps growing with each show that we produce. Putting artists together, bringing their support systems together in real space where they can engage and interact with people they know, people they meet, and with other artists that are also making alongside them can be tremendously impactful. We have 2 locations. We have our gallery on Clement Street, which is a small storefront space tucked between 3rd and 4th Avenues. The purpose of the space is to provide a really curated and accessible art space to the neighborhood, representing, again, only local artists, particularly artists that I find through the curation of our annex spaces. Having 2 spaces in 2 different neighborhoods is really powerful. One really feeds the other. Size and scale for the annex is one of the big perks. We can really be this very inclusive environment, and we can allow artists to take big steps in presenting works that are either really large or maybe they're installation-based that they've never been given an opportunity to showcase. So I am currently sitting in our 5th iteration, which is at 599 Valencia. It's an immense building with 3 floors, 2 of which are vacant. We've been able to activate just the ground floor and just a portion of the ground floor. What we could potentially do here is create an active workshop space in the back of that exhibition space on the ground floor. My vision is to have a workshop space for artists to come take classes, have workspace big enough to lay out bigger projects, space that is affordable for artists to work and get their work done. We could do a lot here. We could have events, we could create places for organizations to come and share their work and their resources with the art community. We could create pop-up spaces for artists to come and share their works and their wares. Essentially, we would just be able to create workspace and exposure space for artists centered in the middle of the Mission, close to BART and the Muni, in a way that really currently doesn't exist. The impact isn't just on the art community. Buildings that sit dormant, that have no activity happening, can bring not such good things. If we can bring art into those spaces and bring the lights on and bring life back into the buildings, we give the people who live and work around the spaces an experience in art. The space we're sitting in currently has a huge footprint in the Mission on Valencia Street. Using this space could be something really impactful in a longer term for both artists and for the neighborhood. We can do this project, but we do need help from supporters, local people who care about what happens here. If you want to support us, you can find more at drawingroomsf.com, and you can learn more about our Art is Light campaign. This is how we fund our space. Without it, we don't exist. Thank you.